So on the property side, are you getting a good valuation? So for us, we like to get full appraisals on the properties, and we want a third party opinion, a professional opinion on that value once the property's all fixed up.
You mentioned right before that finding the good projects to be into, but also underwriting those properly. Do you want to touch more on that because you kind of mentioned it before?
Yeah, so I think the underwriting, there's 2 points here, and I think people miss this because I've alluded several times to a good operator, a good owner, the person that's actually signing on the debt. And I do that because most private money lenders or debt investors focus way more on the project itself, and for good reason, because that's what's going to pay you back. But I really think it's important to look at both. So on the property side, are you getting a good valuation? So for us, we like to get full appraisals on the properties, and we want a third party opinion, a professional opinion on that value once the property's all fixed up. And then we're going to keep our loan at 65, maybe 70% of that value. So if there is a default, which obviously we don't want, but if there is a default, like a payment default, for example, can we repossess the asset and get our money back? That's what keeps us safe. So I would say, if you're underwriting it, make sure you understand the valuation of the property and that you're going to keep a low loan to value ratio. But some things that trip people up are insurance, for example. If you get the wrong insurance policy and there's a vacancy clause in that policy, which is very common, then you won't have any insurance at all because the property is going to be vacant for the entirety of the ownership if it's a fix and flip, right? No one ever moves in. So just make sure you have the right insurance policy in place would be another piece of advice there.